people ask me this all the time, what's the big deal about a window? Isn't a window a window? They're all glass. Yes, that is a fact. They are all glass. But all windows that have glass have frames to hold that glass. And it is the frame that makes a big difference in the actual window. So you can get a wood frame, you can get a metal frame, you can get an all vinyl frame, you can get a fiberglass frame, you can get a composite frame, or you can get a hybrid frame, which is what we offer. And there's pros and cons to all of these. And so just without boring you and going through all the different things, but wood, most homes are built with wood windows. That was the first window out there, was a wood-based or wood-framed window. And the pros is you can paint it in color, paint it and stain it any color you want it to be. The downside is it's wood. It rots, it warps, it contracts, it expands, it shrinks, it swells. It's a maintenance nightmare. And they become hard to open or close in the summer because they swell up, and they're drafty in the winter because they've shrunk, and they vibrate or they whistle. And so very few people today consider replacing with wood windows. Then they came up with metal windows to replace wood windows. And the benefit of a metal frame is it's strong as heck. It requires no paint or maintenance. It doesn't rot, it doesn't warp, it doesn't do all the things that wood does. But horribly inefficient. Whatever temperature it is outside, that's the temperature the metal conducts to the inside. So most people, they don't consider metal windows today because you'd be putting in something less efficient than you currently have, and efficiency is a big deal. Then they came out with vinyl, and the selling point of vinyl is it's energy efficient, it's maintenance free, it's easy to clean. Yay! Put that in. Except it's not as strong as wood, and it's not as strong as vinyl, so it warps and it sags. And all vinyl window companies sell their windows with lifetime warranties, which sounds great, except that the lifetime warranty is so limited in coverage and prorations and different exclusions that in reality you don't really have much of a warranty after a year. Your next window is fiberglass. And a fiberglass window is very durable and very strong, and it's going to last. And it's what they make boats out of, so it's a great product. The downside to fiberglass is it's a painted product, and it's also an expensive product. So when you get a fiberglass window, it's got a factory paint job where it's got like 3 primers cooked on, 3 paint jobs cooked on, and then 3 clear coats cooked on, and they give it an 8 or 9 year warranty on the paint job. But then after that, after 8 or 9 years, you're gonna have to paint the windows. Except now they're inside your home, so you can't factory paint them and cook it on, so your house painter comes and brushes it on or sprays it on, and it doesn't last any time at all. It would be like trying to spray paint your boat. It's just not gonna last or work. And so it becomes a maintenance product as far as the aesthetics and the appearance. Then there's composite windows, which is several big companies are selling now. And it's the same thing as composite decking. It's, wood pulp ground up and put in with resins and different things like that to make it stiffer. It's excellent in regards to that it won't rot like wood, but it's a weak material as far as the structure goes. And I just always substantiate that. If you have a wood deck, you can build on 24-inch center joists, or every 24 inches there's a joist. If you do a composite deck, if you want a warranty on it of any type, you have to build on 12-inch centers. Because if you span 24 inches, it's going to sag between the joists, and you wouldn't feel safe walking on that. Well, it's the same thing with the composite on the window. It's great when it's first installed, but after a few years of exposure to the sun, it begins to misshape from its original form. And then finally there's our frame, which is the hybrid frame, which is a vinyl frame on the exterior, so you have the energy efficient, maintenance free, easy to clean vinyl. But inside that vinyl frame, it's reinforced with molded fiberglass, which is very rigid and strong. By putting the molded fiberglass inside the vinyl, it eliminates the weakness of the vinyl, but because the molded fiberglass is inside the vinyl, you don't have to paint it. So you have the best of both sides with neither of the downsides. And that makes our frame much stronger, so we can support the weight of 3 panes of glass and give a real warranty instead of a bogus warranty like most vinyl windows.